Hey my wonderful learners, today we want to solve quadratic equation using completing the square method, and I want to encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and likewise I also want to encourage you to watch my previous video where I prove quadratic equation formula. So let's solve these two questions using completing the square method. Number one, we have s squared plus 10s plus 21 is equals to 0. The first step to take is to divide by the coefficient of s squared. But the coefficient of s squared here is 1. So we don't need to divide by 1, because even if we divide by 1, we are still going to have the same value. Then the next step is to take the constant value here to the other side of the equation. So we are going to add minus 21 to both sides. So by the time we have add minus 21 to both sides, we are going to have s squared plus 10s is equals to minus 21. Then the next step is to add to both sides the square of half of the coefficient of s. Coefficient of x here is plus 10. And for us to get half of this coefficient, we are going to divide by 2. 10 divided by 2 will give us 5. So by the time you square it, we are going to have 5 squared. So we are going to have s squared plus 10s plus 5 squared is equals to minus 21 plus 5 squared. And if we solve this quadratically, we are going to have s plus 5 squared. And by the time we open this side, 5 squared, we are going to have 25. So this one will give us minus 21 plus 25. So we are going to have s plus 5 squared is equals to minus 21 plus 25 will give us 4. So the next step to take is to take square roots of both sides. And by the time we introduce square roots, we are going to have square root of s plus 5 squared is equals to square root of 4. The square root here will eliminate the square, so we are going to have s plus 5 is equals to square root of 4. And the square root of 4 will give us plus or minus 2. Then s is equals to plus or minus 2 minus 5. So therefore, s is equals to plus 2 minus 5 or minus 2 minus 5. And s will give us minus 3 or minus 7. These are the two possible values of x. Let's solve the second question. Number 2, we have 6y squared minus 17y plus 12 is equals to 0. The first step to take is to divide by the coefficient of y squared. Divide by the coefficient of y squared. And the coefficient of y squared here is 6. So we are going to divide the whole equation by 6. So we have 6y squared divided by 6 minus 17y divided by 6 plus 12 divided by 6 is equals to 0 divided by 6. 6 we eliminate 6 here, we are going to have y squared minus 17y over 6 plus 6 here 1, 6 here 2. We are going to have plus 2 is equals to 0 divided by 6 will give us 0. And the next step to take here is to add to both sides. Add to both sides the square of half of the coefficient of y. So the coefficient of y here is minus 17 over 6. And for us to get half of this coefficient, all we need to do is to multiply by 1 over 2. So we are going to have minus 17 over 12. That is the half of the coefficient of y, because the coefficient of y here is minus 7 over 6. So by the time you multiply it by 1 over 2, we are going to have minus 17 over 12. Then you are going to square it. So we add it to the both sides. So we are going to have y squared minus 17 over 6y plus minus 17 over 12 squared is equals to 0 plus minus 17 over 12 squared. Then the next step that we need to take is to take this constant value to the other side. So we are going to have y squared minus 17 over 6y plus minus 17 over 12 squared is equals to minus 2 plus minus 17 over 12 squared. Then by the time we solve this equation practically, we are going to have y minus 17 over 12 squared is equals to minus 2 plus, we are going to open these 2 times. Minus 17 times minus 17 will give us plus 289 over 12 times 12 will give us 144. So we are going to have y minus 17 over 12 squared is equals to, here we are going to introduce SCN, 144. 1 here will give us 144. 144 times minus 2 will give us minus 288 plus 144 and 144 will give us 1. 1 times 289 we have 289. So minus 288 plus 289 will give us 1. So we are going to have y minus 17 over 12 squared is equals to 1 over 144. Then the next step to take is to take square root of both sides. Take square root of both sides. And by the time we introduce square root, we are going to have square root of y minus 17 over 12 squared is equals to square root of 1 over 144. This square root eliminates the square here. So we are going to have y minus 17 over 12 is equals to square root of 1 over 144 will give us plus or minus 1 over 12. So y is equals to plus or minus 1 over 12 plus 17 over 12. So y is equals to 1 over 12 plus 17 over 12 or minus 1 over 12 plus 17 over 12. And y, to find the LCM, that would be 12. We have 1 plus 17 or 12 will also be the LCM here. We have minus 1 plus 17. Y is equals to 18 over 12 or 16 over 12. By the time we reduce this to its lowest term, 3 here will give us 6 and 3 here will give us 4. 2 here 2, 2 here 3. So we have 3 over 2 or 4 here 3, 4 here 4 here 4, 4 here 3. So the two possible values of y will be 3 over 2 or 4 over 3. Thank you.